Hello everyone, welcome back to a new episode of Colonizing the Solar System. So, as you probably saw at the end of the last episode, I started digging the entrance to the garage into the mountain. So, towards the end, I believe there was an accident. So let's go check out what happened here, because apparently I died and respawned here at the rover. So I think I know what happened, but let me just double check here. So I think what happened is the mining ship here just ran into the bottom part here. So I think the connector was sticking out a bit, and it just caught up on the scaffolding here. So yeah, this was actually almost done. As you can see, I think just one more row and it's done. So I think what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna build this back together and just resume digging this part out. And I think I can actually take this scaffolding away, because I don't think I need it anymore. Let me check. That is, if I can find the programmable block, if it survived. Oh, here's the uranium. That's good. How much was there left? Oh, quite a bit, 100 and something. Okay, so it wasn't a power issue. But do I still have the programmable block here? That's the real question. Huh. I guess it didn't survive. That's too bad, because that means I'll have to rebuild the timer block and just do the initialization again, which is fine. I guess I can do that. Yeah, also I need to create other tools, because apparently I lost mine. So let's see here. Oh, and I can't craft the elite ones because I have no platinum right now. Oh, that's too bad. Okay, I guess I'm gonna have to do with these. Replace these here. Alright. Now let's clean up the mess down there. Ooh, was there a drone while this was drilling out? Huh, maybe. Oh yeah, another thing I realized is I'm gonna need a lot more uranium. So the safe zone here is using up a lot of power. So I think I put like around 100 or so uranium in here, and it's already gone. So I think it didn't even last an hour or two, but yeah. And also another thing to mention is this drilling took a long time, like crazy long time. I think I let it run for like, in total, maybe like 16 hours or maybe more, maybe like 24 hours. So I don't think that's gonna work. So I have something else in mind, because I do want to drill this a bit further. I don't think this is deep enough. So I want to go down maybe 10 large blocks more. That's like 25 meters. But I have a different plan of how I'm going to do that. Basically, I'm going to change my script to only dig out the edges, like the top, bottom, left and right. And then the center I'm just going to drill out with my right click, because that should be much faster. and only the margins are basically important so that it's nice and straight, and yeah, it looks good. But the center I can just drill out with my right click, so I think I'm just gonna do that for the rest here. But first let me grind this up and rebuild my miner here. Alright. Oh, I found my programmable block. That's awesome. Because in here, in the custom data, my script is actually saving the state. So it has all the coordinates and the last position it drilled. So I can just resume from that location. So I just need to copy all this and paste it in the new programmable block when I build my new ship. And then I should be able to just resume where this one left off. So that's awesome. Yeah. Let's just continue doing this. I'm gonna leave that one there. I copied the content, but I may lose it. So yeah, this this cargo container here is very useful. I just put it here so I can put more stuff in it, so I don't have to just just to reduce the number of trips I have to do. So let's see here. Okay, so I think this thing is done. I just need to put some the uranium in here. So yeah, I think it's safe to cut it loose. Alright. I hope I didn't forget anything, but I think so. I put the programmable block, the remote control block, antenna. So yeah, everything should be on here. Maybe I need more gyros, but it's fine now. But when the drills are full, I don't know. Maybe it's okay. So let's see if we can actually get the information from this other programmable block and put it in this ship. Oh, I didn't put a connector on it, but I guess we won't need it for now. So let's see here. Can I grab this custom data? This is the last position, so this is important because this allows me to continue where the other one has left off. So awesome. I'm not gonna grind it away just yet. First I want to make sure this actually works. So I'm gonna use this programmable block, custom data. Alright. Then I'm just gonna pick my tunnel miner script. Alright. And yeah, let's just test this out. Oh, I need to put my hotbar here. So this one I believe is start. Then I have stop. Then I have next. This moves the miner to the next cell that it's gonna drill out, or whatever you want to call it, like the next position. And then I also have one for next row to move a whole row down, but I forgot the command for that, so I'm just gonna leave a blank space there, and this is gonna be resume, to resume where it left off basically. So that's what I'm gonna use here. Yeah, looks like oh yeah, and I also need a camera on this thing. I forgot about that. And the camera needs to have a special tag on it, which is this one here, tunnel cam. Camera. Alright, and then I just need to go to the programmable block, recompile it so it detects the camera, and now it should be able to also use the camera to detect obstacles and whatnot. But before I start drilling here, I think I want to just grind away all of this scaffolding. But let's just test this out to make sure it's working properly. Yeah, I think it's working, but you see it's going to hit that block. I think that's why this thing crashed last time. But the weird thing is this should already be done. Why is it going lower than that? Maybe there's a bug in my code, but now that since it already started drilling that, I think I'm just gonna let it do this one more row anyway, because otherwise it's gonna look weird. So yeah, fortunately I will have to drill one more row here. So I'm just gonna leave this hovering here while I grind away the rest of the scaffolding there. For that I'm gonna use my platform here. Come on, come on, one more. No, okay. Okay, and I think the best way to deal with this part, let's see if that works. I just want to place my platform around this area, and then I can just walk on the top here. Let's see if that would work. It should work. Don't see why it shouldn't. So hopefully this should be faster than me just jumping in and out of the cockpit all the time. Let's see. Ooh, that's scary. Okay, that goes fast. I thought I was gonna fall there. So I just gotta be a bit more careful here. Whoa, okay. That's it's kind of scary. I wonder if I can just push back and just walk backwards while I hold my click down. Okay, so here goes nothing. Let's see, hopefully I don't die. Oh, this actually works. I just don't want to walk off the cliff there. You just have to angle this slightly, not too far down, because then you're just gonna grind the one that's under your feet. Whew. Safety platform. Now I can grind away whatever I want. If I had a remote control block here, I could have just jumped on this. Yeah, let me do that real quick. I can access the cargo container as well. Yeah, I'm probably gonna redesign this platform anyway at some point, but this is just to help me get started on this base here. So what I can do now is I can just take the platform up here. Hopefully this will work. So even though it's at an angle, it should be fine. So I can probably just get down here and just start grinding these away like this. Oops. This is still pretty scary, but I think it's fine. Oops. Maybe I should crouch so I don't move so fast. Okay, and now I should be able to just bring my platform ship down, because I do have a remote control now, which I can control from here. Come on, jump over this thing. Thank you. Yeah, so these are parts of that some drone that came after me. I wonder if this was a drone or a reaver. There are like small grid reavers as well. And apparently it had, I'm pretty sure it had like a warhead on it, because otherwise you wouldn't have this perfectly round crater. I think. Okay. No more debris around here. Oh, really? So I can't get out of here now? Okay, I guess I'm gonna have to build like some steps here. But now I really rely on the coordinates in my programmable block, because I kind of lost that angle, so I can reproduce it, but it's not gonna be fun to try to match the angle if I ever need to. So hopefully I don't have to do that. Maybe I'll just do a backup of the custom data in my programmable block on my computer. Just create a file somewhere so I don't lose it. But I'll do that later. Famous last words, I guess. Alright, now that everything is out of the way, hopefully we can just continue drilling this out. So, let's see here. Resume. Alright, so I think I fixed these issues. There was a bug in my script with the way it was calculating the scanning arraycast, so it should be working now. But this is good. This is how I iron out all the bugs. So I think I'll dig a few more tunnels before I publish this script, but I will let you all know when it's all polished and ready to be on the workshop. So without further ado, let's start doing this last row, and we'll just watch a nice time lapse. Here we go. Alright, so that last row there finished drilling, so I'm ready now to drill the edges, like I said, for the next section. So I want to go about 25 meters further in with this hole before I start going straight. So I made some modifications to my script, and now I have the ability to drill out only the edges, like I mentioned before, and then I'm gonna drill out the core with my right click, because that should be much faster. Unfortunately, when you write a script, the way Space Engineers works is you can't really activate the right click. You can only do that if you are actually present in the cockpit and you are pressing the right click. So I think that's a good limitation. Why? I mean, it makes sure you have to do some work yourself. You don't want basically to write scripts that play the game for you now. So yeah. Anyway, so I also reorganized my script code a little bit. So basically I separated the planning phase from the execution. So now you can interchange like use a different planning procedure to plan a route, and then the execution doesn't have to change. Basically, that's the advantage. So this way I have a procedure now that's planning like, what should I call it, like a trajectory of drilling out the edges, and then the execution will just execute those commands basically. So yeah, without further ado, let me start this. Yeah, I need to do some setup first actually here. So the start depth, I'm gonna set this to 100 because that's where it basically left off, and then I want to drill from there another 25 meters, so I'm gonna set the drill depth to 25 here. So that should work, and I actually want to get out of the cockpit for this, because I want to do other work while this thing is doing its job, because that's the whole purpose of having a script, right? Which means unfortunately I won't be able to do a time-lapse for this because I only have one PC here. So yeah, that's fine. So I believe it's this one, and programmable block. I already put the new command in here, which is called drill edges. So if I run this, it should just move into position and start drilling those edges. Let's watch it here for a second. Hope it doesn't crash into anything. Oh, and it does, huh? It did crash kind of into that. I wonder if it's gonna do it again. But hopefully not. Yeah, there were also some bugs that I found with the way the ship script was calculating the ship's size, because it needs to know where are the edges of the ship with respect to the remote control block, so that it works with other ships as well, not just this one. And that was not working properly, but it should be fixed now. I think that's the reason why it actually crashed into the scaffolding here in the last time. So yeah, let's see here. I just want to make sure that the next hole is started properly and it doesn't run into the wall again. Because the next thing I want to do, I'm not sure if I have time to show you before this ship gets out, but yeah, we have a little problem here. Maybe I do have a little time here. So let me show you what the problem is. I just noticed my pistons got broken somehow. So I'm gonna need to fix that. And I still don't know if I want to grind away all those pistons and rebuild them, or if I want to come up with like some way of reattaching that with some merge blocks, which I'm kind of leaning towards the second option here with the merge blocks, because I think that's in itself it's an interesting engineering challenge. So okay, yeah, it seems to be working now. Not sure why that initial hole was so bumpy, why it bumped into it, but yeah, should be fine. So what I want to do here is I think I'm just gonna come up with a way to reattach that, but I'm not sure if I can fit my platform down there. Let's see. Okay, yeah, maybe that will work. Oh, it does. I think I was in the way. Oh nice, I even have enough stuff to build it. Oh, I have enough stuff for the piston as well. How do I have so much stuff on me? That's pretty cool actually. Not sure what I ground down, but I'll take it. So this is gonna auto lock, which is fine I think. So I'm just gonna extend this, the velocity. So I guess it has to be aligned with that one for it to be in the center. So maybe just a little bit further actually. What was that? There was an explosion. Am I under attack? I don't see any red things anywhere. How is my miner here doing? Where is my miner? Huh. Let's see, can I place a rotor part here? And now the question is, can I attach it? And what's gonna happen once I do so? Oh! That actually worked! I am impressed with... Ooh! That doesn't look safe. Well, I'll take it. And now I think I can just remove these pistons. Let me actually do that real quick here. I'm gonna start with this one. I'm actually pretty happy I did this because yeah, it's more fun this way. So it wasn't that bad actually. Just one more piston and it seems to work. So I need to unlock that. Oh, I did not see that coming, and I should have. Oh, that's not too bad. Only a little bit there. Because when this snapped, when it attached, it put a lot of tension on this piston that way, I guess, and that tension threw it back. But it looks like it didn't do a lot of damage, just a little bit there, which should be easy to repair. I guess actually what I did with this, I only saved the pistons because I'm gonna have to grind down the drills anyway, so maybe this whole thing wasn't worth it. But at least it's gonna be easier to grind down the drills once they're up here, rather than doing it all the way down at the bottom of this hole. So yeah, right. Yeah, I'm not sure if I mentioned before, but I also placed a battery on these drills. So basically I can use the rotor there when I had to rotate this whole thing to align it with the rest of the pistons. So now I'm probably gonna need to grind these away. And also that landing gear I don't think I'm gonna need, so I just wanna take it away because it's kind of annoying. Oh, I wonder, was this like sticking out on the side there? How come? Oh yeah, it's actually I lost 2 blocks here as well. Let me actually fix this real quick. Alright, so that's all fixed up. This is swinging quite a bit here. Even though those pistons have inertia tensor enabled, I thought that was supposed to kind of fix this swaying. But yeah, anyway, let's see. Oh, so these drills are probably also full of stone. Yeah. How do I want to do this? Because I don't want... I'm concerned that stone is gonna fall onto my ship and it's gonna cause it to fall down or something. Let's do a test here. I'm not close enough, unfortunately. Let me just get just barely close enough here. Here goes nothing. Okay, that's not too bad. It's fine if they fall down there. I don't care about that. Alright, so now what I want to do is to basically put on here some sideways drills. Let's see, how do I want to do that, because I do want to be able to fit a piston on here as well. Alright, so these are all welded up here, as you can see. So I'm almost ready to start drilling here. It's just that there's some debris on the bottom of that hole there that I will need to get rid of, I think, before I start drilling. And I have an idea of how to do that. But I also did something else off camera. I also rebuilt my miner here. Yeah, this should be all set up. I think the worst part of me losing this welder is that I lost the uranium that was in there. I think I put like 100 kilos of uranium in that one, and that's just all gone now. This time I only put like 20 kilos here because, yeah, I might lose it again. I don't know. I really don't know what happened to the other one, how it just disappeared. So I think I'm going to resume this one here, but yeah, I should probably get out of the... Oh yeah, but before I do that, there was one more thing. So I wanted, like I mentioned, I wanted to get rid of that debris at the bottom of this hole, and most of that debris is just stone boulders that were in the previous drills. So an easy way to get rid of those is to just spawn other stone boulders somewhere else, because there's like a limited number of them that can exist at a certain time. So if I spawn a bunch of others in a different place, those at the bottom of the hole will get despawned, hopefully. I think that's how it works, at least. But one way to do that is, I think I can just put some ejectors here and on the other side, and just turn them on to eject all the stone that I'm gathering with this thing. Alright, so let's see. I think I already have a bunch of stone in these drills here. Yeah, because I was testing that out, and I don't think it should be able to throw out the uranium because the reactor is not hooked up to the drills, so that should be fine. So maybe I'll just go somewhere. So if I turn them off, then I should be able to just turn them on and they will do the job. So turn them on. Awesome, okay. Yeah, I think that will be enough for now. Now let's check this out and see if we got rid of these boulders here. And we did! Awesome! I think we did. That is awesome. Okay. So I'm so happy that worked. Now I can just jump out of this miner here. Let's see if I hit 3. It should move to the first position there. Yep. Then I'm just gonna hit 4 a few times to kind of move it along, because the first positions are already drilled out. So I'm just gonna press for a bunch of times here. Keep hitting next here so it moves to the next and next. And I believe I can just let it go from this location. Yeah, I think it should be fine. Let me just go down. I think there's a bit more debris down there, but fortunately I don't think it's rocks anymore, just some like parts I can grind down. So I want to do that before I start drilling here. Try to park this here for a second and just grind this stuff away. Just clean up the area a bit here. Right, I think that's actually it, pretty much. So, yeah, I think I'm ready to bring the drills down here and start drilling this stuff out. So I don't think I need to hop out of my ship. I can just start the whole thing from here. So let's see. Static grid. Drills. I'm gonna turn the drills on. Alright. Then the rotor should start turning. So let's see, maybe I'll do 1 RPM. Like that. And then for the, oh, I didn't name the piston. So the piston that is not in this group, and I believe it's this one because all the others are named up. So this is going to be piston side. So I can probably set this one. So I'm just gonna like eyeball these speeds for now because there's only one piston. But once we get to more pistons, once this piston is fully extended, I will have to add another one. And then just keep adding pistons here until I get to about 15 pistons, I think. It's where I want to get at. Once we are there, once we have more pistons here, I'm gonna have to do some math to figure out what speed and like for the pistons and what how fast I want this thing to turn and all that. But for now, I think I can just set this to let's say 0.05. Let's see what that is like. There's a lot of like wobble with this thing. And also I'm thinking maybe I should conveyor these up so I can throw away all the stone here, because that probably makes these drills super heavy, having to keep all that stone on them. So maybe I'll do that as well. So one thing actually I want to do here is I want to wait for that piston down there to extend fully to finish drilling this segment sideways. Then I'm gonna stop this drilling, and I realized I actually don't need all these pistons here, so I'm gonna try to get these pistons merged, like maybe this piston here merged onto the platform here with a merge block, and then remove all the pistons above it on this side and on this side as well. So that should reduce the amount of pistons here dramatically. Alright, so now I should be able to just go down there and start this drilling process. But first I want to actually weld up these piston heads. Perfect. So now I just need to get these pistons anchored to that wall with a landing gear. Oh, okay. So this landing gear is locked now, even though it's not welded up. That's interesting. That's good to know that I can do that. I wonder if it will stay like that. If it should actually, if I disconnect it from the rest of the grid. Okay, not the drill. All right. So probably I want to replace that rotor with a advanced rotor, so that the stone can flow through it all the way to the top. Alternatively, I could make it so that all the stone is dumped right here in this hole at the back of the side pistons. But I don't want to fill this hole up with rocks, so to be in the way of the drills. So yeah, I'll probably dump them somewhere at the top. Alright. And then I'm gonna need a conveyor block here. Alright, so I think I can even grind away the merge blocks now, but I'll just leave them on as extra redundancy, I guess. And now everything from the drills should be able to flow, all the stone should be able to flow all the way to the top. So let me just I'll just build a some ejectors to get rid of all this stone. So that way when I turn it on, they all should start throwing out all the stone. So let's see how fast they're throwing the stone out of. Oh, I think all the stone is already out. Nice. So now I just wonder if these are enough to keep up with the amount of stone the drills are producing. So we're just gonna have to keep an eye on that. Alright. The rotor. I think this should be set to 0.5. Maybe I should set it to a lower speed for now, 0.2. Oh, I forgot about the rotor lock. Take it. Come on. Stabilize yourself. I know you can do it. Side, so now I have two of them. So they will need to be set to, what was it before, like 0.02? So maybe I'll do 0.01 this time. Oh, I think it's too fast. Rotor lock. So maybe I'll set these to, let's say 0. So it was 0.005. Maybe I'll do 0.02. I'm gonna turn the rotor on first. And then the side pistons. So this seems to be working now, so I think I can safely get out of here and focus a bit on the garage tunnel. But we are pretty much at time, so I think I'm gonna end this episode here and we're gonna do that next time. So yeah, thank you all for watching and see you all next time.